My daughter said at her graduation party, "My stepdad bought me a car, my real dad never did anything." I smiled and left. The next morning, her college fund was empty, and the car was repossessed. My ex has been calling nonstop. Hello, Reddit I plus here. Hey, internet, buckle up. This is going to make you angry, maybe even furious, but I promise, the ending is worth every second. My name's Marcus. I'm 44. Last weekend, I went to my daughter's high school graduation party, expecting to celebrate her big moment. Instead, I got humiliated, publicly, by the very kid I raised, and by her picture-perfect stepdad. But I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I smiled, left, and then pulled the financial rug out from under them so hard, they're still trying to catch their balance. Let me start from the top. My daughter's name is Lily. She just turned 18, top of her class, valedictorian, full scholarship to the University of Michigan. I'm talking the kind of kid you brag about. I was proud, beyond proud, driving to her party at my ex-wife's place. Now my ex, Vanessa, and I divorced when Lily was 8. It was mutual, clean, no cheating or legal battles. We did everything for Lily's sake. I moved 15 minutes away and never missed a child support payment in 10 years. Wednesday dinners, every other weekend. I even started a college fund, $100 a month since she was born. That grew into over $91,000. I handled her car insurance, phone bill, dance classes, and paid for her laptop, her senior trip, even her first DSLR camera. So yeah, I was a dad. I showed up. I paid up. I loved her. Then came Caleb, Vanessa's second husband. You know the type. Flashy smiles, shiny shoes, Instagram posts about #grind and #success, while driving a leased Tesla and living in a rented home in a rich zip code. 4 years ago, he married Vanessa and started working overtime to become Dad 2.0. And I didn't mind. Lily deserved a stable household. I never tried to compete. I just stayed in my lane, quiet, consistent, and reliable. So, the party. It's summer, backyard BBQ vibes. Lily's friends, teachers, neighbors, Vanessa's family, maybe 60 people in total. I brought Lily a gift, a brand new professional camera. She had told me she wanted to minor in photography. It wasn't cheap, but it meant something. A follow your dreams kind of gift. About an hour in, Caleb clinks his beer bottle with a fork. Everyone goes quiet. He's on the patio stage, arm around Lily. "I just want to say how proud I am," he says. "Lily's an amazing young woman, and I'm honored to be her stepdad. In fact, there's a surprise in the driveway." He pulls out car keys. "Lily, meet your brand new Honda Civic. It's all yours, sweetheart." Lily screams. Everyone claps. I clap too. Sure, I was caught off guard, but hey, she deserved it. Then Lily grabs the mic. She's smiling, but not in a teenage excited way. More like something rehearsed. "Thank you so much, Caleb," she says. "Growing up, I always wondered what it would be like to have a dad who truly cared. That's when I felt it. Something was off. Someone who does big things just to show me I matter. Caleb, thank you for being the only father who ever invested in me." She turned and looked straight at me. My real dad never did anything like this. The whole backyard fell dead silent. You could hear birds chirping. Some parents looked at their feet. My cousin Julian's jaw literally dropped. Lily kept going. "Thank you, Caleb, for stepping up, for being the father I never had." Then she hugged Caleb, handed him the mic, and walked away to admire the car. And I just stood there, numb. I didn't cry, I didn't shout, I didn't correct her. I just walked up to her, hugged her, and said, "Congratulations, Lily. I'm proud of you." Then I left. But trust me when I say this, I didn't forget a single word. That night, I got home, sat at my desk, and opened my laptop. I stared at the number on the screen, $91,437.22, Lily's college fund, under my name. She always knew it existed, but until I transferred it to her, it was legally mine. I opened a new brokerage account and transferred every cent. The next day, I called my insurance provider and removed her from my auto policy, effective at the end of the month. I called the phone company and canceled her line. If Caleb was the father figure she always wanted, then great, let him handle the bills. But I wasn't done. I started digging into the car. Turns out it wasn't a gift. Caleb had co-signed a loan with Lily, listed as the primary borrower, $340 per month. No job, no credit. But here's the kicker. He used me, my income, as a reference without my knowledge. When the bank called to verify, I told them I had no financial responsibility for Lily anymore, and wouldn't be backing the loan. The bank freaked. An unemployed teen with zero credit and a flashy stepdad with high debt. 2 weeks later, the car was repossessed, and that's when the phone calls started. Vanessa called me, livid. "You told the bank you wouldn't help?" "That's right," I said. "Lily made it clear Caleb is her father now. Let him take care of it. She's just a kid." She's 18. She made an adult decision in front of 60 people. Then came Caleb. You made me look like a fool. No, Caleb. You did that yourself when you faked a gift and let Lily humiliate me using my own financial backing. Next came Lily. She was crying. Dad, why did you take my college money? Because you told the world I'd never done anything for you. Why would I keep supporting someone who says I never mattered? I didn't mean it like that. Then how did you mean it, Lily? Because you stared me in the eyes while you said it. But I need help. No. You wanted Caleb to be your father. Now he can be. She hung up, and I didn't call back. Lily's friends started posting about how heartless I was, but then my cousin Julian posted the truth, word for word, about what Lily had done and said. The tone changed real quick. Vanessa tried guilt-tripping me every few days. She's working 40 hours at the diner. She's exhausted. Sounds like real life, I said. She wanted Caleb to handle it all. Let him, but he can only afford textbooks. Exactly. He made a promise he couldn't keep. I saved nearly 6 figures for Lily, and she threw me under the bus for a leased Civic. Caleb tried one more time. Look, man, can we fix this? You let Lily paint me as worthless. You let her humiliate me while you stood there smiling. You wanted the credit. Now take the responsibility. A week later, Lily came to my house. No makeup, hair tied up, worn down. Dad, is there any way you'll forgive me? I forgive you, I said. But that doesn't mean I'm giving you the money. Why not? Because I'm not your father anymore. Not by your definition. You made that clear. She didn't argue. She just sat there, silent, crying. And I meant it. I'll always love her. But I'm not her financial doormat. She chose Caleb. She rejected everything I'd done. So now she gets to live in the reality she created. I've got $91,000 in a new investment account. I might finally get that fishing boat. Or maybe I'll just retire a little earlier than planned. Either way, I'm done paying for people who treat me like I don't exist. It's been about 6 weeks since the graduation party. Lily still hasn't called again. She sent one text. I understand now, but nothing more. I left it on read, not out of spite, out of peace, because that chapter is closed, unless she truly wants to open it for the right reasons. Not for money, but the fallout? Oh, it didn't stop with her. Caleb's shiny social media image started cracking. Word got around that the car was repossessed, and people started asking questions, especially since one of Lily's classmates' parents also worked at the same bank. Small towns talk. Apparently, Caleb had been juggling payments on credit cards, that Tesla lease, and a personal loan from one of Vanessa's relatives. And when the bank flagged his name in connection with the co-signed loan that fell apart, it triggered a review of some of his finances. Long story short, he wasn't the financial genius he pretended to be. Vanessa found out about a second credit card in her name she hadn't signed up for. Cue another blow-up in their marriage. Vanessa tried to keep it quiet, but again, small town. Lily, meanwhile, has been juggling her job and trying to prep for her freshman year. That scholarship covered tuition, but not housing, books, or meal plans. She applied for student loans, but because of the car situation, her credit got flagged. She now has a cosigner problem. Caleb won't do it again. Vanessa can't. And I won't. It's not revenge. It's consequences. That's a difference people forget. Then, last Sunday morning, I heard a knock on the door. It was Lily. She looked different. No makeup, a hoodie, dark circles under her eyes. In her hand, a small photo album, one I hadn't seen in years. Can I come in? She asked. We sat at the kitchen table. She slid the album across to me. I found this in a box in Mom's attic. It's the one you made. For my 10th birthday. I flipped through it. Pictures from her dance recitals, field trips, science fair projects, moments I had forgotten, but that I'd been there for, always there. Silent, present. I was wrong, she whispered. I looked at her but didn't say anything. I got caught up in Caleb's world. He always made big gestures. Always made me feel like life could be louder, flashier. You were always quiet. But you were always there. That should have mattered more. I sighed. I don't need your money, she said quickly. That's not why I'm here. I just want to fix what I broke, even if it takes years. I nodded slowly. That's a start. We didn't hug. We didn't cry. We just sat there. Quiet. Like always. There's a quote I once read. Respect isn't owed. It's earned. But once it's lost, it's a long climb back. Lily's climbing now. I'm not cheering. I'm not helping. But I'm watching. She might make it. Or she might not. But that's her journey now. As for me, I booked a fishing trip. Put a down payment on a cabin near Lake Superior. I'm investing in something else now. Peace. The $91,000? Still untouched. Maybe one day it'll go towards something meaningful. Maybe even back to Lily if she earns it. But it won't be a reward for cruelty. It'll be a gift for growth. And Caleb? He's still pretending to be a big shot online. But fewer people are liking his posts these days. Turns out, grand gestures can't replace real character. and people are starting to see the difference. If you made it to the end, thanks for sticking with me. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you have forgiven her? Or kept the line drawn? Let me know. And as for that boat, I named it Second Chances. Not for Lily, for me, because I finally gave one to myself.